Then I went to Mauritius and did a year there, which is a bit of a pre-training, and then gave exams, tough exams, and came to the UK, and decided I wanted to become a gynecologist. Hey ho, well, and I didn't. So as I came and I decided, looked at all the different areas and thought, no, I want to be diabetologist, I'll do diabetes. So I started the journey, long exams and everything, and then at the end I said, I don't want to do nights, not for me. So I become a GP, and I do a specialist interest in diabetes. So this is where I'm coming from. A little bit of, that's my background from sort of professional background. I am from Mauritius originally. My mother is Bulgarian, and my father is Indian, sort of Indian descendant in Mauritius. So that's why I am who I am, with a funny name, Desislava Beeharry. What else can I tell you about me? I think that's mainly it. So I speak a lot of languages. I'm sorry, I do not speak Tamil, but I can speak a bit of English, of Hindi, understand a bit of Bhojpuri, and of course, any French or anything like this. But otherwise, I will stick to English. I think that's the best one. So that's a bit about me. Any questions? Anything about, anything you'd like to ask me first about what I've said already? No? I want it to be very comfortable, question and answer. So I'll talk, and we can talk about anything you want. Yeah, I can talk about women health. I can talk about what I was thinking of starting with diabetes, because I love diabetes. So you might be bored at the end, so let me know and I'll stop. Yes. But I want you to ask questions, and see if you feel what I'm saying doesn't make sense. Stop me and say, oh, I never thought it would be right, this is wrong, So, shall I start? Yes? Excellent. I will sit and stand. I get bored sitting down, so I will stand up a little bit. Am I loud enough? Yeah? Good. Am I too fast? Because once I start talking, I don't know. So please slow me down if I am too fast. So what I tend to do, as I say, I'm a GP. So I do diabetes in the general practice sense, in the community. So I meet a lot of different types of people, different age groups, and we talk about diabetes, of course about everything else. So diabetes, what do you know about diabetes? You tell me.
We've got people who were diabetic people. I had a father who was diabetic. Well, he passed away for a different reason, for the cancer, but also I got from my partner's family, his mom is diabetic also, so I think many people having this history of diabetes. So it's really occasional who doesn't have it now.
Exactly. So diabetes is everywhere, in the news, in our lives, in our families' lives, in someone who you know, or someone you want to marry, or someone you want to marry who, has got family history. But in a sense, diabetes has been all these years been around. Do you know what is diabetes, all of you? Do you want me to quickly give a little sort of, So we say diabetes. Diabetes, we call it a sugar disease. Everybody says sugar. It's about sugar. So why we talk about sugar? We talk about glucose. We're trying to check in your blood, in your system, how much sugar you have, how much glucose you have. Diabetes means you've got too much. There's too much sugar. You shouldn't have that much sugar. You should have a certain level of sugar, glucose in your body, sugar, and when you survive, you exercise, you walk, you cook, you sleep, you do, and the sugar is just enough to go to the brain, to go to the different organs and make you survive. That's healthy sugar. Diabetes means too much sugar. It's gone beyond. And it's gone to such a level, your body can't get rid of it. Normally, if you've got a little bit extra, your body will do something with it, store it aside, do something about it, keep it for later. But when you have too much and you can't do anything with it, what the sugar does, it becomes dangerous. It goes to the wrong places and it does damage. And that's why we're worried about diabetes. Yeah, what about the sugar? The issue with the sugar is you can walk around, you won't even know you've got diabetes. You won't even know you have sugar problem. You can live years, 10 years, 20 years. You don't know anything. You don't have symptoms. If you don't feel unwell, why should you bother? A lot of people say, why should I bother? My sugar is high, but I feel amazing. Great life, I feel good, I have no problems. Why do I need to bother? The sugar is nasty. It doesn't affect you just when it's there. Slowly, through time, it goes and does the damage. It's like, you put water somewhere, it's a small stream, you just let the water flow. After a while, the water will make a hole. After a while, the hole gets bigger. After the same stream, at the same point, causing damage. So that little bit of sugar, same place, all the time, that shouldn't be there, is causing damage. Is that all right? Does that make sense? Yeah? Hello, everyone.
Yeah, sorry for that.
No, we were late. Well. Does that make sense? Yeah? Shall we wait for these lovely ladies to finish it? Any question about what I've said already? Any queries? Anything that you didn't know? Makes sense, yeah? Yeah, sure. So what happens with that extra sugar in your bloodstream? Normally, a healthy individual will walk and will burn the sugar because calories. Another healthy individual, you fast. You have your fasting. Okay, I'm going to do fast now. I won't eat, or you just no salt, no sugar fast, whatever. Your body says, she's going to fast that one. She won't give me sugar, and I need sugar to survive. What will I do when I have extra sugar? Let's store it. So it starts storing. I keep it for later. So how does the body store sugar? Fat. Produces fat around the visceral organs. So when we think of diabetes, we always think of sugar, sugar, but it's not only sugar. Yeah? So the body has a system where it converts your sugar into glycogen, and that stores the fat around the visceral body. Once these little fat molecules, sits around your liver, sits around your other organs, then it is very hard for your sugar to reach those organs. You see, it is very hard for anything to reach those organs to do work. So what happens in your body? Body says, okay, you eat sugar, yeah, sweets, good, I've got extra, I'll store it, I've got extra, I'll store it. After a while, I've got too much stored, don't know what to do. So the sugar keeps going up in your bloodstream, and you have more and more sugar. Now, you were fine, you were happy, you were living life, you were eating your sugar and everything. Suddenly, what are the symptoms? How can diabetes present? Yeah. So, have you does anyone of you know how it presents?
First.
Yes.
We.
Yes. Anything else? Dry mouth. Yes. So dry mouth first. Going for pee. A lot of passing urine.
Dizziness.
Yeah. Feeling giddy.
Craving the sweets.
Yes. You're craving food. You're hungry all the time. Yes.
Loss of weight.
Yes, if your diabetes is extremely high, the sugar is so high that it starts damaging your body to an extent you become ketotic, you lose weight very quickly. So you're happy, oh my gosh, I'm losing weight, I look great, I'm so happy, but in a sense it's dangerous. If you've lost 10 kilos in 1 week, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. You can't lose weight if you're not dieting or not done anything about it. So if you start losing weight quite quickly, go to your GP. Yeah? So let's recap. Number one, oh my gosh, I want to wee every 5 minutes. Oh my God, every time you want to wee, daytime, nighttime, sugar might be high. I'm always constantly thirsty, I'm drinking water. I always drink and I wee, always drink and I'm drinking more and more water. Sugar could be high. I feel tired, I have no energy, I don't want to do anything. Sugar is high. I'm getting flushed down below, itchy, general discharge, constantly itching down below. Why am I getting frustrated by over the counter, still getting itching? Could be sugar. I get a scratch, I'm getting pimples, infections, skin infection, I'm shaving, all kinds of infections everywhere. It keeps coming all the time. I can't get rid of it. Could be sugar. Yeah? So always, I get a headache. I don't feel well. Something is wrong. I don't know what's wrong. I don't feel well. It could be high sugar. There are other reasons for it, but one of the things could be high sugar. So these are the symptoms some of them present. And these are the common ones for type 2 diabetes. We'll talk about the types in a minute. So from your perspective, I'm eating sugar, I'm having a good life, I'm talking just about sugar here, and then these symptoms pop up. What do I do? Let's go to the GP, let's have a checkup. Okay, so that's one. Secondly, what I think is more important for you with diabetes is I've mentioned sugar all the time, sugar. Diabetes is about your blood sugar, but blood glucose comes from all kinds of sources, food sources. Yeah. So, what are the things? What are the food types you know that can, when you've heard, when you know about that can cause high sugar? Go for it. Anything.
Sweet things.
Yes. Anything with sweet to the mouth, high sugar. Perfect.
Carbohydrate.
Juices, squash. Yes, sugar in it. Anybody else?
Carbohydrate.
Yes. What do you mean by carbohydrate? What's
Rice.
Yes.
Rice, yes.
Our lovely rice. Yes. Next. Anything else? Fruits. Which type? Fruits, correct. Fruits are healthy, but too much fruits as well. And the types of fruits. Anything else? Things that you eat. What do you eat regularly?
Fried food.
Fried food. Again, if it is
Sugar.
yes, sugar. Lovely. What else do we like to eat?
White bread.
White flour.
Yes.
White flour. Yeah.
Yes. Anything that's white in color. Be careful. Anything, white bread, white pasta, white rice, everything. It's full of sugar. So these are the sugars we see, yeah? So you open candy, sugar. You have gulab jamun, you have a samosa, you'll have a sweet samosa, you'll have jalebi, you'll have all these yummy sweets, gajar, halwa, whatever it is. That's sugar, pure glucose, yeah? That's visible, that one you know. Chocolate, biscuits, cakes, sugar, ice cream, all this sugar. Now you have your fruits. They're all healthy. Everybody says fruits are healthy.
Very tasty.
One box of grapes, one box. You buy in Tesco, you get that is a third packet of sugar, white sugar. If you take a spoonful of sugar, a third packet is equivalent to one box of grapes. So when we say eat fruits, we say eat. It's not a problem. Eat one or two. Don't eat a box. Yeah? Bananas, they are amazing. If you have a green banana, semi-ripe banana, as long as it's not too sweet, full of potassium, full of magnesium, amazing. Fiber, very healthy. If you have a massive, sweet, yellow, very ripe banana, it's full of sugar. It's full of sugar. So I'm not saying don't eat banana, but I know people who eat 4 or 5 bananas a day. You see? So eat your banana, cut it, make it in a fruit salad. One couple of grapes, quarter banana, bit of green apple, some kiwi, one slice of orange, small fruit, whole of fruit, yes. But if you have one orange, one whole banana, one box of grapes, one mango, one pineapple, oh, sugar, 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 sugar. So eat everything you like, everything you want, you can eat. It's a quantity. So that's a hidden sugar. But then the sweet, we said, hidden sugar in the fruits. Now there's the sugar from flour, that you say. Rice, atta, bread, pasta, noodles, cakes, batter, you know, fried things, samosa, all the wraps you put in the samosa to make it, the spring rolls, the wraps, everything. It's all made from atta, from flour. So this is carbohydrate. If it is white, it means that white color, so white bread, white pasta, it means very fast sugar. You will eat it, it will make your sugar go very high very quickly. If it is brown bread, brown rice, brown atta, then it is a bit slower. Still sugar, but it goes slower into your bloodstream. So it doesn't make your body get the shock. So that's why everybody says about, oh, white bread is no good, go for brown bread, white rice is no good. I say, yes, it's not good. If you can't, you don't like anything else, eat it, but eat less. You see? Because I'm not talking about people who have diabetes, I'm talking about everybody. Because I will come to the reason why I'm saying that everybody should have this. Because nobody is free from diabetes. Everybody can get it. However healthy you are, you have to be careful. Yeah. So we said the hidden. Yeah. Now the second thing is potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, everything that grows under the ground. Right? So you have the roots like potatoes and everything, but rich in starch. So they're high sugar. So be careful. Yeah. So be very careful. If you have to have potato, look at the size of your hand. What fits in that hand? That's a potato you eat. It's 1 or 2 potatoes, or it will be this much of chips. So this is the amount you eat. So be very careful. Suede, suede. What else? Anything that grows underground, just be careful. Yes, parsnip, carrots. They are sugars. Yeah, they're starchy. There are different ways of cooking them that can reduce or make it more difficult to swallow. Sort of to absorb, not swallow, absorb. But this is all starch. It's all sugar. So then those above ground are much better. So if you like broccoli, peas, if you like kale, if you like salad, if you like anything as much as you want. Veggies are heaven. If you can fill your tummy with vegetables, it's a better option. So from diabetes perspective, I say there are things that are very bad, there are things that are very good, there are things that are in the middle. None of you have got diabetes. You don't need to go to that extreme. It's just being aware of it. Being aware of it means if you start being a little bit cautious what you're eating now, you can prevent diabetes from happening. You can stop it. And if you start eating the correct meals now, you will impact on the little ones, your children, because they'll eat the meals you cook. So you're protecting the next generation. And if you cook for an elderly parent, you're also protecting them. So you're actually doing 3 generations quite a big favor by just being aware of what's good and not good. Now, diabetes is a fuel, sugar, yeah? So imagine a car. You put lots of petrol, which is your sugar, and the car is getting older, so it's not doing the miles. So the whole tank can last longer if you're not going very far or very fast. So that tank, for the same amount of food or energy or sugar you're giving it, it will just do its business, whatever it needs to be done at that age. So the same thing, as we grow older, every 10 years you grow older, you have to reduce the amount you eat. You cannot be eating the same quantity you ate at the age of 40 and 50, same as you were in your 20s. You're burning differently, your movement is differently, it's a completely, your energy, your hormones, everything is different. So you have to start eating less. And with diabetes, I say my patients, you like chocolate? Have chocolate. I have no problem. Have 1 piece. Not a whole bar, 1 piece. And instead of having a normal one, have a dark chocolate. You get the taste of chocolate, but it's quite okay. I love my Mars bar. I can't live without my Mars. Okay, have a Mars, tiny bit. You have it every other day, once a week. I'm not saying make your life, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. What's the point of living if you can't even enjoy life? I'm saying do whatever you want, eat whatever you like, but control the amount you eat and reduce it. So if you like your rice, we all like our white rice, cook and make the size of your fist. That's the rice you eat on your plate. Shouldn't be a mountain. And your plate shouldn't be a big plate. We have all nice dinner sets, you know, lovely big plates, all colors. No, get the smallest size plate, very small. And on that plate, no mountains, just put your rice, your veggie, and that's it. That's your plate. And there shouldn't be any curry left in the kitchen, because we don't want anyone to go and have seconds or thirds. So the amount of rice cooked should be exactly the portion for every member of the family, no leftovers. But the vegetables, you can have a bowl of vegetable and eat it before your main meal and fill your tummy. It's fine. I know a Chinese lady, she boils 1 kilo of kale and eats 1 kilo of kale one day. The next day, she boils 10 eggs. She has 10 eggs, only that, nothing else. 10 eggs one day, 1 kilo of kale next day. Next day, she cooked 1 kilo meat. She will eat only meat that day. And you know, but I mean, that's extreme. I can't do that. I'd rather have a piece of egg, piece of kale, and meat on a plate every day. I'll have 1 kilo of everything every day. But it is habit, it is cultural. We like our rice, eat our rice. We like our veggies, eat our veggies. We like meat, eat meat. It's fine. We need everything. Your body needs everything. Your body needs glucose to survive. You will die without sugar. Your brain needs glucose, your kidneys, your heart, everything needs glucose. So there are people who go on a ketone diet. I don't know if you've heard. You just eat protein, you will not eat any carbohydrate. It's good short term, you can't survive long term. Yeah? It's not healthy because you start burning your muscles. We don't want you to burn muscles. Yeah. So, smaller plate, little bit of everything you like, drink lots of water, have lots of veggies, and move more. So if you put the fuel in the car is getting old, change the tires, do whatever you need, get the car to move. So you have the car, you've got the sugar, you need to move. So walk more. When you're growing, particularly with women, yeah? Sorry men. We ladies will hit menopause at some point in our lives. Some people early menopause, some people late menopause. Menopause is about bones, about heart, about everything, about hormones that have been keeping us healthy for all these years. So whenever you hit perimenopause, menopause, your bone will get thin. You'll get osteoporosis at some point. So you need to be weight-bearing exercise to get your bones strong. So whoever does swimming is amazing. Amazing for heart, amazing for breathing, amazing for burning calories, but it's not weight-bearing. You need to walk, run, whatever it is everybody does, to make your bones stronger, and that's to protect your bone from menopausal damage, which we all have, whether you like it or not. It's part of being a woman. The reason why I'm saying that, the weight-bearing exercise is very good for diabetes, for sugar. Any exercise is good for sugar. So swimming is good, but if you're a certain age and above, walk, because it will help the bone and it will help the diabetes. What happens when you exercise? You use muscles, yeah? So you're cleaning the house, hoovering, you're washing, putting washing up, pushing down, every movement you do, as long as you're not sitting down, you're using your muscles. Every muscle you use, you're burning calories. And every calorie you use, you're saving yourself from getting diabetes. Yeah? So the more housework, the better. Once you've done the housework, off to the gym, yoga, Pilates, swimming, Kathak dancing, Bharatanatyam, whatever you do, move. If you're at home, you're watching TV, don't sit down, stand up and watch TV. Stand up. You're tired after an hour, sit down for 5 minutes, stand up again. Watch TV standing up. Why do you need to sit down? Walk while you're watching TV. While you're cooking, move your legs. Yeah? So the more you walk, the more you put pressure on these bones, the stronger the bones will get, the stronger the heart will get, and the lower the risk of diabetes, of sugar disease, we call it. Yeah? Now, I've been talking about sugar, yeah, diabetes. What we need to understand is culturally, yeah, everybody of us here, we've got Asian genetics, hereditary. You can't get rid of that. It's in our genes. Mom and dad and grandma, we all carry these diabetic genes in us, somehow from somewhere. So we all of us are 50% chance of getting diabetes compared to Caucasian, to white. We've already extra, already got more risk. On top of that, culturally, we like our rice, chapati, roti, biryani, so it's all a lot of carbohydrate-based food. We all love it. I love it. It's very hard to resist. We wake up in the morning, chapati is ready with our curries. In lunchtime, we bit of rice. Some people have, my Nepali patients have rice morning, evening, 3 times a day. It's cultural. So we carry the risk from the culture, we carry the risk from the hereditary. Yeah? So we need to be very careful. That's what I'm saying. We are at higher risk compared to other people. Other people by choice will become obese, overweight. They do it because of lifestyle changes, but they don't have a hereditary bit, unless they have a family history of most of them it's lifestyle changes. So for us, we cannot afford to do the wrong choices or make the wrong lifestyle choices because we have the genetics for it. You will see, it could be Barbie, it could be great-grandmother, it could be someone somewhere in the family tree that, like you said, has got diabetes, someone you know. And if you're not related to them, someone of your relation might be marrying into that family. So it will be linked somehow. So it is very, very careful what we have to do, just to prevent this. When we say diabetes, we always say sugar, as I say. But when I speak about diabetes to my patients, I say blood pressure, I say cholesterol, I say risk of heart attack, risk of stroke, risk of dementia. So all is all interlinked. Sugar disease, once it starts affecting all the organs, then if you have high cholesterol, if you have high blood pressure, all these other, imagine you have a fire, like you have in Hawaii, fire, puja. You put sugar, you put rice, you put ghee, you put all these things in the fire, and the wood, and it burns, and it makes the Hawaii fire even nicer. Your body is like the fire. Chimney, you put, it's burning a little bit. You put a bit of oil in your fry, olive oil or whatever, butter. It's a little bit of, makes the fire a bit bigger. You put salt in your food, make your blood pressure go up, you put saliva. So whatever you put in that oven, your body should be like a temple. You have to be careful. Everything is necessary for life. You cannot live without salt, you cannot live without sugar, without carbohydrates, you cannot live without fat, it's important. Your brain is mainly fat and water, so you need, very important to survive. But we have come to a society where very modernized, westernized. We do less and we eat more. And it's all there. Cakes, you go in that shop, take it away, that shop, take it. If you're cooking at home, if you're cooking meat, particularly meat, you want to make a biryani, or you want to make kalia, or you want to make a good curry. When you cut the meat off, make sure it's a low-fat meat. Cut the fat away and throw it away. Even if you're putting it in biryani, I know biryani you like, to melt it. You have to throw the fat away. If you can grill your meat, don't fry it. Because you fry it, the fat stays there, and you still fry it. Then you put the onion in the oil, and you put it, it's the same fat. So if you have to eat something, eat a local meat, eat chicken, eat fish. Fish is very healthy. As much fish as you want, all kinds of fish. It's got omega-3 oils. Eat skin, it's good for your heart. So eat lots of fish, lots of chicken, low-fat meat, grill your meat, don't cook it into the same oil, throw away the oil. Coconut milk, coconut oil, now we're cooking peanut oil, all kinds of fish. It's part of our, coconut chutney, or you put coconut in your fish curry, you put the coconut milk, and coconut is rich in cholesterol. Be very careful. Eat it in moderation when you're cooking it. Otherwise, make sure that you're having a very light meal elsewhere. There's no fat coming from anywhere else. Peanut butter, coconut, almonds, cashew nuts, all these nuts are full of cholesterol. So I'm saying it's very healthy, but eat little bit. Yeah. So if you're making a curry coconut or box of coconut milk, you're sharing it about the whole family. Make sure good portion is proportionally given to everyone. Don't say, I'll eat the same coconut curry for myself, I will eat it every day for a whole week, but still coconut is going into you. So be careful, yeah? So these are things, we just don't think only about sugar, think about fat. Salt, we love salt. Have to put salt, put salt in the salad, put salt in the curry. I know I do it, because I love my salt. Sometimes cucumber and salt I'll eat with spices. Salt makes blood pressure high. Salt will retain water. You say, oh, my fingers are swollen, legs are swollen, my face is puffy. You retain water, and it can make your blood pressure go up. So what I'm trying to say is, you need everything. Make sure be careful what you eat. Some palates, once they are used to, if you stop eating sugar, don't put sugar in your tea, after a while you won't miss it. Your palate gets used to it, your senses, your taste buds get used to it, you won't need it. Yeah? If you reduce salt, after a while it has no taste. Put more ginger, put more garlic, put other stuff, put more pepper, use other things to make it a little bit more tasty. Use less and less and less salt. So by just controlling the amount you eat, you can stop a lot of things happening. And as I said, it will be from your kids. When you're pregnant, what do they say when you're pregnant? Be careful, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this. Like as if, just be careful of what you eat, how much you drink, everything else. Drink. Tea, coffee, fine. Chini in tea, coffee, not fine. Full fat milk in tea and coffee, not fine. Condensed milk in tea and coffee, not fine. Because it's full of fat and full of sugar. I know you make a good chai with all the spices in there, you need a condensed milk in there, otherwise that's not good. You have to be careful. It's full of sugar and full of fat. Yeah. Paneer. I love paneer. Oh my gosh, paneer, amazing. It's full fat. Full fat paneer. And if you buy the low fat paneer, it's like cardboard. Ugh. So eat your full fat paneer, but eat it just quantity. Okay? You can eat what you want, just reduce the amount. Yes, that's all I would say from diabetes perspective. After talk so much, stop. You should have stopped me. What is it? Questions? Ask away. Did I frighten everybody? I don't know if I'm going to need anything else now. Anything you thought was good, or you thought, I never knew this was, any food you're thinking but you're not sure?
Eating eggs.
Eggs, very good. Who's asked question?
Every day is milk.
Milk is essential. Milk has got calcium. And all of us need calcium. Everybody needs calcium. Low fat milk or semi-skim milk. Don't go for full fat. Yeah? But milk is essential for the kids and anybody, particularly for the bones. If you lack deficient in milk, you'll have your nails start breaking. You will have breaks in bones. You will feel achy and tired, no energy. You need calcium to survive. And you need calcium to make good bones. One more thing I was going to say, coming to milk, vitamin D. Every single person in the UK, particularly of Asian origin, are all vitamin D deficient. Without fail, all the tests we've done, unless they're taking supplements, are all vitamin D. Some to such an extent it's so low, they can't walk. The joints are hurting, bones are hurting, they're tired all the time, everything is aching, no energy. It's vitamin D deficient. So every single person, from a 3-year-old who gets a prescription on the NHS until the age of 5, till the pregnant woman, the postmenopausal woman, every single man and woman, everybody should take a vitamin D supplement every day. They do not put vitamin D in butter anywhere in this country. Very few cereal boxes will say supplemented with vitamin D. You need to buy. Even if you go to Sri Lanka or in India, you will get sun for a month. That's not enough. You need to have minimum of 3 months of continuous daily sun every day to get at least 6 to 9 months supply, not even a year, and you will fall. So make sure, and I would say, if you go to any health shops, it sells around 400 international units, go for the higher dose, 1,000. And even in winter, take double amount. Winter months, when it's cold and dark, take double the amount of vitamin D, and then summer, do one if you're going abroad. For children, depending on the age and the weight, you have to get them weight. But they do sell jellies, little, how do you call them, gummy bears. bears, vitamin D gummy bears, and I think it's around 200 to 400 micrograms, and you can have one or two a day. It's spray, yeah. So that's one. The second thing I found, thank you for the egg. The egg, the white, has got loads of protein. Protein is very good, very healthy, low fat. The egg has got a bit of cholesterol in it. So my lady with the 10 eggs, yeah. So sometimes what she do, she boil the 10 eggs, she will eat 5 or 6 yellow and not eat the 4 yellows because of the high level of cholesterol in the yellow. But the yellow is a full, it's got vitamin D, it's got vitamin A, it's got, apart from it's a very healthy meal. So if you're eating an egg every day, it's very healthy. Yeah, you can boil it, you can fry it with olive oil, spray, you can poach it, it's fine. I would say, I mean, from our perspective, egg curry is yummy. Put egg instead of meat, and egg curry is perfect. A lot of people like eating prawns as well. So prawns is rich in iron, rich in certain things, but it's full of cholesterol. So some people have those little bowl of prawn salads, you know, and it's yummy. I can see the face. Once in a while it's fine, but if you eat prawn every day, careful about the cholesterol. It's always, we need to be, it's very difficult. A lot of people who say, I'll cut sugar, chini, but I feel hungry. I'm not eating rice that much, I'm not eating chawal that much, I'm not eating, so you feel hungry. So after a couple of hours, I didn't have my rice, I feel like I'm hungry. So at that point in time, glass of water, have some cucumber sticks, carrot sticks, celery, cherry tomatoes, fill up with salad, you know, and your body will get accustomed to it. What about yogurt? Yogurt is very good, full of calcium as well, low-fat yogurt. Low-fat yogurt is very important because lots of these full cream yogurt, it's with cholesterol in yogurt. So when we put on weight, we put on with fat. So whatever you consume will be converted in fat as well as the fat you're consuming. So for us to not get diabetes, the weight you will see is around this area. This is where diabetes starts. It's very, I would say, apple shaped. So you might have big boobs, big thighs, it's fine. If you're thin hair, unlikely. The reason why we talk about this is the visceral fat. The liver, the organs, everywhere sitting here. So the fat is around the organs and the body, and that's what's causing problems. So it's not under the skin, but inside, around the organs. And that's very hard to get rid of. You know, very, very hard. It needs a lot of intense exercise for you to get that. But if you get rid of the fat, magic happens. Magic. I've seen people with very severe diabetes. I had a lady who was 40, BMI of 45. So she was this tall, she was 120 kilos, or 130. She couldn't walk, she couldn't sit. Diabetes, very bad. There you go, diabetes. Refused to take any medication. Said, I want a challenge. I promise you, I'll be back here 6 months. I would have lost the weight, and I'll show you I can do it. I said, okay, I'll give you 3 months. I said, I don't expect you to lose all the weight, but I need to see a trend. I need you to have improved. She came in 3 months, she had lost around a couple of stones, sugar went a little bit down. Over a period of 1 year, she lost, I think, around half her weight, 60 kilos. Her diabetes had disappeared, she had lots of flab, of extra skin. She was walking 8 kilometers every week. From not being able to walk, to getting rid of diabetes, losing the weight, and walking every week. So I said, well done. And personally I asked us, how long is this going to last for? Everybody we know that as women, as girls, as people, when you're putting your will into something, you can get it done. You can, oh, I lose that weight, I've got a wedding to go to, I've got to get into that saree, I need to lose the weight. So you go on your fasting, you do everything, you lose the weight, and then yes, you fit in your saree. At the end of the wedding, you're biryani, I don't care, and at the end, 2 weeks after the wedding, weight back on. So very easy to lose, very, very extremely hard. Keep it away. And keep it away to keep diabetes away. And it's not a one-day thing, it's not a one-week thing. Whatever you do is for life. Because diabetes, it's not like you got rid of it, you can't treat or get rid of diabetes, you're just putting it in remission. It will pop up at some point if you're not careful. So it's like having an army. If you've got a routine, stick to your routine. Have a few blips here and there, once a month, have fun. But you have to be straight. I've I've got people with diabetes type 1, insulin from the age of 16. I see them at the age of 70. They've had diabetes for 60 years with no complication of diabetes. No eye problem, no feet problem, no heart problem, nothing. Their sugar has been well controlled for 60 years. He lives like an army person. He knows what he eats, how much insulin he does, what activities he does. He's been controlling it and even got a gold medal from the hospital in London, called Frick, for achieving 60 years of diabetes without complication. So there is no excuse. There is no excuse. Type 2 diabetes is all our own fault for being unhealthy. If you are healthy, you teach those little thoughts from there. I have a family, Sri Lankan family, who comes to my surgery. And I talk to them every time, and I feel like I have a mother-in-law, a mother, I don't know what I'm. The son is this big, the daughter is this big. They are all overweight, obese children. The dad's got diabetes, the mom's got diabetes. I say, you are teaching them. Even if you're telling me you're not eating, how can they be like this? So you're giving them something, or they're watching you do something and they're copying you. So I'm saying, I'll keep telling them, I'm not doing it for you. You've done your damage, you're naughty, you don't listen. Do it for them, for the kids. Whatever you do at home, don't forget your mirror images for your kids. They will look at you, you're not aware of it, but you are their idol. They will copy everything you do. I ask the kids when they come with it, what does Dad do? Daddy gives me sweets. Daddy likes, my mommy's not here, Daddy buys me chocolate. And I look at Daddy and say, ha! It's you causing the trouble. You should be educating, should be protecting, shouldn't be encouraging. You should be stopping it. It's hard when we've been used to it for a long time. It's hard to put the rein. It gets harder as they become teenagers. The older they get, they say, well, why are you telling me to do this? You are not doing it yourself. So then you get into that, why are you answering to your dad? Don't answer to your dad. So I get this as well. That's what I'm saying. For me, I talk to the kids when we come to the appointments. I tell them, you look at Daddy. If he does anything naughty, if you see chocolate or biscuit inside, Dad, Dr. Betty tell you not to eat. I give you permission to tell your dad off, but he should not be eating this. Go and check in his drawers if he's got chocolate. So it is empowering them to get the right thing across. So they won't do it, and they will help with it. So it is very hard, as I'm saying, it is cultural for us. It will keep going from family to family, generation through to generation. If we can get the little ones from now, all the way through. And sometimes I am quite naughty. I blame the grandmas. What did you give? Oh, I gave him Italy after school with this and that. I said, good, what else? Oh, well, the pasta at the shop got him sweetie. I said, but sweetie meat is no good. So yes, go ahead.
What about sugar-free food offerings?
Sugar-free fruits, for example, Coke. If you go for a diet Coke, it's got other things in it that make you feel more thirsty and more hungry, so you have to be careful. But I would rather have sugar-free squash. Yes, please. I would avoid using any sugar replacement. If you can't live without sugar, it's fine. But use natural things. Use honey. Use fruits. Use sweet vegetables, like a cake made from carrot, cake made from beetroot. If you make halva with sweet carrot, put raisins in there, put dates in there, it's all natural sugar. Don't put extra sugar. I am saying you can put ghee, but little bit if you need in your halva. You can use ghee, you can use oil, you can use everything, but quantity, just be careful how much you put. Biryani is a killer, be careful with biryani. I cook biryani at home, I know. It's not very tasty because I make it very boring. So there's no ghee, there's no fat, there's nothing, it's very dry. I don't have a water with it today, but I have lots of onions and lots of vegetables. I make it so white that it looks as if it's got ghee in it. You see, it's trying to trick the mind of those who are used to eating biryani. And say it's the same biryani, it's exactly the same. Put more spices in it. And see, that's what I do. There you go, it's exactly the same. Get rid of all the fat, get rid of it. They will get used to it. They might complain a few times. Put more chili or whatever, put in your right arm, just make sure that the palate gets used to the new style of cooking. Everybody gets used to it.
Does fruits has got natural sugar?
It has got, and it's
which can
healthy.
trigger the
It is healthy. I'd rather have a bowl of fruit and a bit of yogurt than a plate of gulab.
No, that I can understand, but they say the fruit has got sugar,
yes.
which can trigger the
So
diabetes.
you have to be careful the amount of fruit you eat. That's what I'm saying. Everything is bad in too much. Everything is good in little quantity. It's like normal, isn't it? If you drink too much alcohol is hidden sugar. We all like our little drinks. Here and there is fine. But if you drink a couple of glasses of wine a day, don't forget that sugar. Adding to your normal amount of sugar you should have in the day. Don't say I have my 2 glasses of wine and my plate of pasta and my bowl of breakfast and my bowl of fruit and maybe a little snack in the middle. That's a lot of carbohydrate. A good breakfast, for example, you want rice. Okay, have rice in the morning, little bit of rice. You can have vegetables, very tiny. Use it in the morning for the whole day. Burn the calories. Lunchtime, you want your rice. Little bit of rice, lots of curry, vegetables, fine. Evening, no rice. Evening, salad. Salad, bowl of soup, no bread, a platter of vegetable. That's it. Eat breakfast and lunch. Concentrate the food during the day because you burn it. If you eat big meals at night, tired after work, these men come home, they sit down, they're hard nursing, and 6, 7 o'clock, they're so hungry, they all eat, and then, oh, let's watch TV, and let's go to bed. So this 800 or 1,000 calorie of food they had just before bed. Where is it? Could you sit there? So it's better you give them a takeaway of lunch, they eat it at lunch, and when they come home, it's a small salad. So they've eaten the main meal during the day and they burned it. Or you eat your meal in the evening early, 6, 7, and go for a walk. 6, 7. Yeah. Then you go for a walk or go to the gym. Once he's eaten his food, a couple of hours, go to the gym, go run, go do an hour gym and come back. Or go walk the dog, or do something when it's nice and summer, 10 o'clock in the evening. Just go for a walk. No. Yeah.
Saying she needs a dog.
No. You can take a cat as well, put it in your bag. You can have a hamster, or you can go on your own. The idea is move. Even if it is in the house. I have people say, you know what, I'm working from home, I don't have the time. I say, you work from home. Get a standing desk. Don't sit. Stand up. You see? You work from home. Get a bicycle. Indoor cycle. Lunchtime. Go half an hour on the bicycle. Go back to your desk and work. And a couple of hours, 15-minute break. Back on the bicycle. You come back. Why does it need to restrict us? You see? Or do some dance. Yoga, Pilates, dancing, anything that you like. Do it so that it becomes part of routine. You brush your teeth every day, brush your hair, you oil your head once a week. Exercise should be the same, it should be part of your life. It should be you should be showing this to your kid. And when you wake up, you brush your teeth, you do like 10 squats every day. Or go outside, go to the shop and come back, don't buy anything sweet, just buy a newspaper and come back. This is what we did when we were younger. Yeah, when we were little, running around, playing in the garden with friends, like, who knows about video game or gym or they could cycle or walk everywhere and play with friends. But this generation doesn't have this opportunity. But it's dangerous, we don't know who they are, where they are, so bring the exercise in the house. And I always say make it a challenge. Say every time you pedal for half an hour, I'll put 50p for you. At the end of the year, let's see how many 50p you've got. The money you got in this, you can buy whatever video game you want. So give an incentive. Or 10p even. Put 10p. Everybody who cycles in the house for half an hour, 10p. At the end of the other year, if everybody cycles, there's a lot of 10p. You might get a holiday. Any questions?
Yeah, what's the difference from metformin tablet and insulin? What's the difference?
Okay, so then we come to the type of diabetes.
Yeah, type 2.
So there's type 1 and type 2. Type 1 means you're born with a deficiency in your pancreas. pancreas. You do not produce insulin. What is insulin? Anybody? Insulin is a hormone in our body. Yeah. The sugar which is high, it brings it down. The higher the sugar, your pancreas produces more insulin, bring it down. And this is natural. This is part how life is. This is how we survive. You need insulin to live, to be alive. Some people are born, they don't have enough insulin. Their pancreas is gone, doesn't work. So for them to live, to exist and survive, they need insulin from growth. They are type 1s. Yeah, so they are normally very young, 10, 11, 12, 20, some very rare in their 50s. But that's it, that's insulin. Type 2 is what I've been talking about. Eating too much, not moving, genetics, that's type 2. Big tummy, that's type 2. Yeah.
Not genetic problem, it is type 2.
Type 2, there are different types. Some of them run in family, and some of them are genetics.
Yeah.
There are Modi types, there are different types. There's genetic and then there's hereditary, with different roots. The commonest type 2 is the one my grandfather had, my mother had, and I have, my sister has, that's the commonest one, particularly in our group. Yeah? My family, my father's, everybody. You can close your eyes, open eyes, they all got diabetes. It's you carry it in the genes, an example. So coming to type 2 diabetes, when you start this process, you try everything, you're walking, you're exercising, you reduce, your sugar does not want to come down. You got insulin resistance, so your body's producing more and more and more insulin. The more insulin you produce, the bigger you get. Because insulin makes you more hungry, and you eat more insulin. It's a vicious circle, and you get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And when the bigger you get, the less efficient the insulin becomes, known as insulin resistance. So it doesn't work. That's when metformin comes in. So every type 2, most of them who are overweight with diabetes that's not controlled, we just died, we're given a tablet. But type 2 diabetes can stay like this, can improve, can get worse. Or can improve, get worse. Can stay like this, get worse. Can get like this, get worse. At the end of the journey, it doesn't disappear. It will get worse. But how long and how worse it gets depends on your hard work and some medication. Insulin in type 2 comes when we try everything. Lifestyle, exercise, metformin, there are 4 or 5 different other tablets. And what it means is your pancreas cannot cope with the overload of the fat and the sugar. And if we don't do anything, the sugar will cause so much damage. Then we have to help your body. And that's where I had patients on insulin and 5 diabetic medication, went for bariatric surgery, no medication. After bariatric surgery, lost all the weight, stopped insulin, stopped tablets, so everything. Diabetes gone. It shows for that patient, it was lifestyle. He reduced the amount after bariatric surgery, did not eat, lost the weight, done. Diabetes gone. So that's one. There are very rare type 2s that behave like type 1s, that need insulin from go. The pancreas won't work. And there are some people who drink a lot of alcohol. They damage the pancreas so bad, there is no pancreas left, and make it insulin. An example is alcohol, but it could be other conditions as well. Alcohol also, we have to be very careful with diabetes. Yeah. Fasting, you have to be careful if you're diabetic as well. And on insulin, you have to be careful you don't get too low. So there are, with medication is different. Any questions? Anything else? I don't want to go too medical because you're not going to get diabetes. It's not about diabetes, it's about more lifestyle. Any questions? Pro, even if it is medication, I don't, as long as you have this look at.
When you say on borderline, what does that exactly mean?
So I need to throw some numbers. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
If I were to prick your finger, and normally the numbers we get 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 20, and prick you. That's an immediate blood sugar. It tells me how much sugar is in your blood. Yeah. For you not to be diabetic, you need to be less than 6.5. For you to be diabetic, it has to be more than 7 when you wake up in the morning, not eaten anything.
fasting.
Yeah. If you're not fasting and you prick your finger after meal 2 hours, it has to be more than 11.1. Yeah. So that's where you get that. However, there are another number we use nowadays, and there's probably some people. But same prick, it's in the sugar, bloodstream. There's a test we do. And the blood sugar sticks to your blood molecule, hemoglobin, for 6 to 8 weeks. And it gives us an average. So this one is immediate, but that one tells us how you've been behaving for the past 8 weeks. So it's a better indicator of what's going on. Yeah. So that one, the number is 42. So 42 and under, you're not diabetic. Yeah. So 41, you're not diabetic. Between 42 and 48, you are pre-diabetes. And you could get diabetes. There's a very high chance you're going to get diabetes, so be careful. So we start talking to you, careful, start doing lifestyle changes, no medication, careful. 48, including 48 and above, is diabetes. So at that point in time, if we already knew you could get diabetes, you already done the lifestyle changes, and you come into the diabetic range, it's not working. You haven't worked hard enough, or your genetics are really catching up with you, then we don't have a choice. We have to start medication.
So when GP say it's borderline, should we be worried?
So borderline, if it is 41, that's borderline. You're not diabetic. You're not even pre-diabetic. If I say pre-diabetes, means you're sitting between 42 and 48. So borderline, if I say someone you're borderline, means careful. You're 41. If you go to 42, you'll be pre-diabetic. If you go to 48 above, you become diabetes. So I start saying borderline at the very beginning. And when anybody goes into 48 or diabetic patients, the guidelines in the UK is they want you to be target 53 if you're a diabetic. My target is 42. So I tell all my naughty patients need to get down to 42. So I put a lot of pressure, because the more pressure you put, the more incentive they have. If you give them 53, they'll work out as 56. If you say 42, they'll work out as 48. It's human nature. It's how you work. The more you put pressure, they'll think, that's good, I want to go there. So the idea is everybody should talk about diabetes. You should not be having sugar problems. You shouldn't be worrying. And the reason, I don't know if I went into the complications of diabetes, I think I quickly went through blindness. One of the commonest causes. Blindness, you go blind. It damages the back of your eye. Heart attacks damages the arteries of the heart. Peripheral neuropathy damages the nerve in your hands and feet. You can't walk, you can't feel your hands, you can't feel your feet, you get burned. You see, stroke, increased risk of stroke, increased risk of any cancer. If you have got type 2 diabetes, it increases your risk of any cancer. So it is nasty stuff. You don't have any symptoms, most of the people don't have symptoms, but it is nasty stuff. That's why we're so, targeting, talk to people, trying to make lifestyle changes from very early age. Sorry, didn't want to go on a negative or last.